Hi, this video is part of my complete Helm course. The link is in the description of this video, so make sure to give a thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss any updates, subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's get started. So far, we have worked with Helm charts that are created, maintained, and published by other publishers in Helm repositories. But there are also use cases for us to create our own charts. Let's spend a few minutes to discuss them. The first reason why we would want to build our own charts is, well, there might be the case that there is no off-the-shelf, well-maintained chart for our specific application. So depending on the needs of our application or on the specific dependencies it has, we might have to actually build and package our own chart so that we can leverage it to install it in Kubernetes. Also, having our own custom charts allow us to define deployment configurations that are specifically tailored to our applications. This gives us even more flexibility. We already saw that we have a lot of flexibility with the configuration values of many charts. However, having custom charts allow us to define deployment configurations that are specifically tailored to our application. While we can go a long way with customizing configuration via values in Helm whenever we are installing pre-packaged Helm charts, it might be the case that they are not enough and we might want to tweak one thing or another that is just either not exposed as a configuration value or not foreseen, not part of already published charts. So here, custom charts, they give us full control over which Kubernetes manifests we include and how we configure them. So this might also be necessary depending on how much flexibility we need for our applications. As just mentioned here, we do get full control over all the Kubernetes resources and their configurations. So we can also implement custom logic in the templates and go beyond whatever is already available and published by someone else. Additionally, it might be the case that we just want to have a consistent versioning experience, since that makes it easier for us to upgrade and roll back the many related objects of our applications. This in itself alone would be an argument for us to build and publish versioned Helm charts so that we get this versioning consistency here, which can really help us have a stable version of our application running and smooth upgrades whenever we need to make a change. Custom Helm charts can also be used to enforce organizational policies and best practices. So think about it here, we are really talking internal Helm charts to an organization. Let's say that the organization has certain policies or best practices that need to be followed by applications. Then Helm charts can actually be used to enforce these things, allowing the teams to standardize how applications are deployed within the organization. And last but not least, just because we are creating our own charts does not mean that we cannot leverage whatever is already available there. We can reuse existing charts either from the community or from a private Helm repository, and we can leverage them as dependencies for complex applications while also following best practices and whatever specific configuration we need to do for our own applications. So as you can see, there are many reasons why we might want to build our own charts, and this is definitely a very valuable skill to have. So let's take a short break and let's come back in the next lecture to continue exploring how we can create our own charts.